Judges table represent. You are now tuned into the Judges Table, representing the 314 in St. Louis and the 816 in Kansas City. Here's your hosts, Slick 50 and Polo J.
What's going on, everybody, man? Y'all know what to do. What's going on, man?
Nothing much. What's going on?
Man, nothing, man. Nothing.
Absolutely.
Great day of sports. Say what now?
I said absolutely nothing is going on. Except for my Royals. My Royals won 2 games in a row today. They are on a 5-game winning.
Are they?
Yeah.
That's what it do. That's what it do. I ain't get a chance to look at no baseball today. What's going on in the world of baseball?
Well, Aaron Judge is on a historic pace to break the all-time home run record in the season, held by Mr. Mark McGwire. But I don't really count Mark McGwire's because, he
Hey,
kind of
Juice
cheated.
Master. Juice Master.
He kind of cheated, so I don't really count his too much. Other than that, there's nothing really else going on in sports except for summer league.
Yeah, I was reading up a little bit on that. What's going on? Who look like they dominate? Who not? You know what I'm saying? Before we keep pressing further, though, man. Hey, I want to give a big shout out for this Saturday. Y'all showed up and showed out, bro. We gained 24 more subscribers, man. That was awesome. I appreciate everybody who does hit that subscribe button. Like I said, hey, if you was there, you saw the shirt, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, we are giving away a signed shirt by all the carrying boxers, all right? By all the carrying boxers. Earl Spence, Sean Porter, once we hit that 1,000 mark, all right? So make sure you hit that subscribe button over here on GMT Boxing. You understand me? Hit that button and smash that like button. And like I say, shout out to everybody who hit that subscribe button, bro. That was dope. I'm talking about, I guess when y'all smash it, I don't see it right away, but the next day it was just blew me away, though. So it made my day for early Sunday morning. You feel me? But, and another thing, shout out to my boy Frank Martin, bro. Hey, he's another guy to watch. 16-0, bruh. The way that I had to go back and rewatch that fight. Out of all three fights, you had Brandon Figueroa, Frank Martin, and the Max Sayo fight, right? That Frank Martin fight was just beautiful, but dude, he just dominated another southpaw, dog walked Jackie Martinez, stopped him twice, and then got rid of him in the 10th. You know what I'm saying? Pick his punches wise, fast, and was crazy, another kind of late bloomer, 18. Didn't start boxing to 18. Played football, did everything else, and said, hey, I'm an athlete. Let me try boxing. And he doing this thing. So shout out to that cat, man. You know what I mean? So he on his way up. Brandon Figueroa did his thing too. So if y'all ain't see that, and he Cool Boy Steph, they said whooped him or whatever, but I didn't believe that. But he came back in this fight too. What else going on with the boxing? Ironically, Brandon Figueroa, Omar Figueroa, the older brother, is fighting AB. But I'm kind of pissed because I was hyping it up. Like I was like, man, when we go to Chicago, we need to go to Chicago. They done moved it to Florida. So that kind of pissed me off. I ain't gonna lie, that kind of got me messed up, man. You know what I'm saying? That kind of pissed me off. Huh?
Why it got you pissed off?
Cause Chicago right around the corner from us, goddamn me, shit.
I mean, it's not like AB's a good fighter.
Oh, stop that bullshit. It's gonna be an entertaining fight, nonetheless, fighting Omar Figueroa. I mean, he gonna bring it. You know what I'm saying? So either it's gonna be this. Either you gonna see. Either you gonna get what you want. It's gonna be either or. You gonna get what you want. You want to see AB get his ass whooped. Guess what? You liable to see it,
bro.
Or AB not gonna be trigger. AB ain't gonna be gun shy, and he gonna let them guns go. Bruh. So either way, you getting what you want.
Bro, there is literally nothing interesting about an AB fight.
For me, it is. Like I said, what if you want to see somebody get pummeled? If that's what you into.
Nobody's around here is a masochist. What kind of shit are you on?
Hey,
Slick?
Fuck that. Hey, man. I want to go. And everybody's going to be there too, though. You feel me?
Who going to be there, Slick?
The stars, shit, they just by him. I want to get other interviews. He got friends. AB got friends, goddamn. They want to show off for him, man. That's what we here for, shit. Get them interviews and bring it to the people. You feel? So I was ready to go. I was like, man, fuck it. I'm going to go. You know what I'm saying? We gonna have to go just drive up that shit. But then, no, they moved that motherfucker. That really, I ain't gonna lie. That right when I wrapped my head around it, get the email. But we moving this shit to Florida. I was like, it is what it is, though.
What part of Florida?
I don't remember. I just remember
if they moved it to
Florida.
Tampa. If they moved it to Tampa,
I don't know. And then Teofimo back. He fighting soon.
Nobody.
Yeah, he fighting at Resort World.
He's fighting a nobody.
And
honest to God,
I didn't get to read the whole thing, but yeah, he fighting in Resort World, Las Vegas, and pretty much probably a nobody, just to get his feet back wet. You know what I'm saying? I mean, probably so. Dude did almost die in the ring. You know what I'm saying?
Who almost died in the ring?
Well, you know, he had that kind of find that shit was real shit. What was that? Something wrong with his lungs or some shit like that?
Yeah. All right.
Gotta give him that. You know, now that don't excuse what happened, what the other guy did to him. But, you know what I'm saying, him coming off that, man. So, hope we good. What's up, everybody, man? Hit that like button as y'all come in, man. I appreciate that.
That's part of the cost to be a boxer. I mean, damn.
I don't think that was related to boxing, though. It was something weird, bro. It was something with his lungs or something. It was like, if he would got hit in the wrong place, he could have died or something. It was something like that. Don't quote me on it, but y'all can look it up.
Man, look to your female.
Man, I want to see Teofimo come back, bro. I like a comeback story, bro. I do.
Look, until I can see a Teofimo Lopez versus a Devin Haney, or at least a Teofimo Lopez versus a Josh Taylor or a Catterall or something like that, where it's stiff competition, I don't care.
Yeah, I can agree with you, but I still got to see what he's working with, because you know how it's going to go, bro. A lot of these people come 135, 140. We got a lot of people finna elevate, right? So you got, if the fight's going to go Devin Haney way, he's going to 140. You have Shakur going to 135. You got a lot of people about to elevate to 135, 130. The whole game finna shift this year. You get what I'm saying? Everybody that's in their current weight class, watch. They finna be hopping. And I feel like he gonna become, I hope he don't, but if he don't look good against this dude and he gun shy, just because he got that night, he gonna become like the new stepping stone. You know what I'm saying? That new name to put, yep. Yeah,
already a stepping stone.
Oh no, he ain't enough to be out there for that. He just ran his mouth. Hey, I ain't gonna stunt though. If you want to be real about it, if he became the equivalent of a Rolly, ran his mouth all that goddamn time and got worked.
Bruh. Teofimo Lopez is a subpar at best fighter.
Subpar best fighter?
He's a subpar at best fighter. There's nothing about him that is
I still think he kind of beat himself in that fight, though. He came in there tripping.
No.
Came in there angry. Think he was just going to be able to take this dude's head off instead of being smart. Underestimating the cat. You know what I'm saying?
I don't even think that was it. I think he's such a low-class fighter that...
You keep saying that damn word. He's not garbage. This dude right here is so disrespectful, bro. Why you call him a low-class fighter, bro?
Because he is.
That is like wrong, bro.
Look,
it's so
bro,
wrong.
I'm tired of giving these dudes credit for shit they don't deserve credit for.
Like, okay, so when he beat Lomachenko, he didn't deserve credit for that.
That was it, and he should have gave him his run back. Because Teofimo didn't Lomachenko have surgery? Yes or no?
Yeah, he did. He did.
Yeah, so he was not able to really.
But we was already. But we know. Come on, bro. Even if he did want to get that run back, do you think that was going? Is that how Bob was going to plan that? Bob basically told us I tell him what to do.
Right. Yet and still, if that's the case, then wouldn't that mean that anything that we're looking forward to, we're not going to get?
My thing is this, like, for certain fights, no. Man, I for promotion wise, no. And that's gonna suck unless these dudes have a new year, a new reckoning to understand that.
That's
that, about the biggest fight, and Mayweather called it today. He didn't call it today. It was they just released it today, rather. But the biggest fight that I believe that over that way is a Devin and Shakur.
Bruh.
But that's a eventually down the road type thing though. But like everybody in the weight class is going to go up.
Thing is to draw attention away from goddamn Tank. Well, that's what that is.
What? Well, the thing is, you can't make that. You ain't okay. Do you think honestly, God, do you think that they're gonna make that them promoters will come together and make that fight happen?
I don't think any. Look, my honest opinion, I don't think the promoters give a damn about any of the bouts. I don't think any of the promoters give a damn about any of the matchups or anything like that. I think it's all about keeping money out of the other promoter's pocket. And we're seeing that with the way things are being booked and everything like that. Like, who the hell wants to pay to watch Andy Ruiz versus King Kong Ortiz?
I ain't gonna say I would like to watch it though, but I don't know about no pay-per-view or nothing like that.
Bro, who's gonna pay for that? Like,
but I would like to see it though. I feel like that's a good step up for Andy.
And even then, who wants to see Zerto versus Bivol?
What? Are you serious? I do. You ain't watched Zerto.
I have watched Zerto.
So you know Zerto could bang. Zerto could fight.
Yeah. But it's not what I want to see.
Especially if they have it like around, that would be, well, no, you can't put them on undercard. But that would have been dope to have on Mexican Independence. But they got that booked up, Triple G and Canelo. But that would have been hard, bro.
But that's not a fight that anybody really wants to see.
Well, it's not too many fights in their weight class when you think about it.
Okay,
that people want to see.
It's not. It's for me. It's not even about the weight class no more, because I understand that certain weight classes come with certain pitfalls, if you want to call it like that. I get that. I understand it, but to keep trying to feed me shit and tell me it's steak, I feel is disrespectful. And it's getting to where I don't even want to even participate in the dang sport.
Well, then who would you want to see besides Beterbiev? But you see how, like I say, the promoter's getting in the way of that. You heard him. There's no way I'm sending him over on dead zone. So that's not happening. Other than that one fight, Bivol, it would either be Bivol and Beterbiev fight each other.
Bro,
Bob Arum they fight Canelo. Who else?
Al Heyman is the problem.
Yeah, but
Eddie Hearn is not the problem.
if you took them out of that, who else in that division is there? For real, I mean, like it's like a lackluster division right now.
Then why not dissolve the division?
No, you can't just. The divisions are there for a reason. You can't just.
Why?
Oh, because there's nobody's watching that division doesn't mean that. Like the best thing that ever happened was that Beterbiev was on TV the way he was, so people could wonder about who he is. The best thing that happened to him was
the ratings Canelo fight was so low.
But the people got to see it though. Once upon a time, people didn't watch 130 pounders. Once upon a time, nobody watched 126. You know what I'm saying?
Well, we can talk about once upon a time, or we can talk about today.
No, because that's how it goes, bro. You can't have the future out the past.
I mean, but some things you can't even apply that to everything, because there was a certain time when what division was that there? Hearns, Leonard, and all them fought in. That was king.
But it wasn't no one division. They were going up and down.
But then it went away. Then the heavyweight was king. and then this.
Right.
It's not
So
so much about trends. It's just about what's appealing to the fans at that current time.
Right. That was my whole point. The best thing that happened was that, because if that fight never happened, nobody knew who Better Be really was besides this fight or the one before that. And definitely didn't nobody know who Bivol was before the Canelo fight.
That's true. No, I'm not.
So that was a good look for them, because hopefully that does draw attention to that. You know what I'm saying?
But
that division.
My thing is, how are, like, I'm a boxing fan. How am I supposed to get excited for some of these fights when I know there's a better fight that could have been made?
Shit, goddamn me, it's like, I don't know. It depends what type of fan you is. If you want your cake before you eat your dinner, shit, you gonna be a disappointing motherfucker.
No,
but you know what I'm saying? Like because you're not gonna get that. See, you're not gonna always get that. Like, this year was astounding. This year was by far one of the best years of boxing.
Better than this year.
Man, this year it's been a banging weekend. Last year we had some great fights. They wasn't banging every weekend. They wasn't banging them out like that. This year they've been banging these motherfuckers out, and it's probably only been the beginning of the year was Andy Ruiz and King Kong Ortiz, and who else was there?
Charles Martin.
Yeah, Charles Martin. That ended up being the comedy show. I ain't gonna stand. That shit was funny.
Subpar fighter.
True, but and it was one more weekend that was like, I don't know why this is on TV, but other than that, they've been banging them out. And I ain't gonna lie, Top Rank been winning the weekends. They've been throwing on some shows. They've been throwing on some shows. Shit.
Some of them, like, I would say, honest to God, if I have to give a fair assessment, I would say 30% of the bouts that have been broadcast this year so far have been good. 30%. 30%. That's it.
Mm.
The rest have just been, okay, if it's on, I'll watch it because there's nothing else on.
But ain't that like all sports, bro? Like, you never gonna get a full 100.
No, because, see, at least with some other sports, because I'm the type of person, I like a full course meal. I like a full course meal. And usually with boxing, I get a snack, a bottle of water.
Y'all know you're a fat boy at heart. This nigga got more food analogies than a chef.
Like I was saying, with boxing, I usually get like a bag of Funyuns, a bottle of water, and a Snickers. Mm. But at least I know with football, I know I'm gonna see something that's spectacular. With baseball, I know that I'm gonna see something that is amazing.
What?
Hockey, even hockey, I know
this
for
nigga's
a
like.
I'm gonna see something that's amazing that I like.
This guy just said there's never been a boring ass fucking baseball game ever in history.
Well, baseball is only boring to the uninitiated.
Oh my God, bro.
I love seeing a pitcher's duel. I love seeing a pitcher's duel.
Bruh.
I love it. There's nothing like honest to God, there's nothing like a pitcher being on top of his game. He's thrown 6 shutout innings. That's amazing.
I get that. But that's of being an aficionado. That's equivalent of being that little aspect of what you saying that you like to see is being equivalent of me saying that I watch young boxers come up and also watch the boxers that people refer as, like, as you say, low level or whatever you say. You know what I'm saying? So that's like I said, it's being an aficionado, them little aspects. Like, I like no hitters. I like things like that. But I'm saying, but to most, that would be a boring ass fucking game, bro. Like, what the fuck is this? What am I watching? Nobody's hitting the ball. Nobody's getting out. No, there's nothing. Football too. When most people see 2 week, they think it's gonna be 2 week teams. They be like, I'm not watching that shit. Me, I got no sense to know that sometimes it's 2 week teams. If they playing on each other's level, it may end up being a good game. So I may end up watching it anyways. Boxing to me is like one of the same. That's why I watch the undercards. I don't just go for the main event.
I can't give you that because When it comes to those other sports, when the schedule comes out, you have no idea what that team is going to be at the start of that respective season. When it comes to boxing, like I always say, you're only as good as your last fight.
Right.
And majority of dudes are terrible. Like, honestly, God, they're terrible.
Right here,
they're terrible.
So now all boxers are terrible.
No, I didn't say all boxers are terrible.
Might as well. You said majority.
I said majority. Yes, now I'm saying it. Now I'm going to say it. Majority of the boxers that you see on TV are fucking terrible when it comes to the entertainment aspect of the sport.
Do you not know it's a competition sport, bro? If
yes,
that guy
I know
is
it
just as good as the other guy, he can make that dude look like that. But they don't make
this is
garbage.
Not the boxer's problem. I don't blame the boxers for this. I blame Al Heyman and I blame Bob Arum.
Man, look, bro. It's all day. I guess you just gotta love what you love, man. I love boxing, man. I love all sports, but like for me, it's not just about the big names. Now, if you just talking about big name fights or the main events, even I may can kind of somewhat agree. I can kind of agree, but this is why I encourage people to watch the undercard. So for me, the Magsayo fight, you know what I'm saying, Ramirez, that fight, it wasn't a dud. It was just like I was kind of pissed because you saw what somebody could be doing and they just didn't push. That Frank Martin,
I watched the highlights.
That Frank Martin fight and that Brandon Figueroa, two dope ass fights. The undercards outweighed the main event. You know what I'm saying? Where some people will be like, "Is the main event on? Is the main event on? Is the main event on?" And then you be like, "Yeah, the main event on," and then all they see is the main event, and they'll take from that and say, "Man, boxing is garbage."
Well, I mean, can you blame them?
Yeah, because it's a boxing show. It's not just that one boxing match. That's the main event. I mean, there's two other ones for a reason. It's just like why, like I try to explain to everybody. Watching the smaller fights is like when y'all wait to the draft and y'all sit there just to listen to somebody's name get announced. And he goes to
it is not. He can't even compare the two. It's not.
Frank Martin 16-0 at 135.
Here's the thing about the draft. The thing about the draft is these players actually have a resume.
Nothing.
A resume of what they've done at a collegiate level.
No.
Yes, they do.
But does it really matter?
It does matter. It does matter in the grand scheme of things.
No, it doesn't. When they get to the pros, it's totally fucking different. That's why they all end up failing, turn ACLs and everything else.
The thing is, that resume is what gets them their position in the professional league. Yeah. So that's what gets them their dollars. So them performing at their absolute best and the collegiate levels or whatever is what gets them paid. It's what gets them paid. You can't necessarily say that about boxing.
What are you talking about? Yes, I can. If you have the skills to pay the bills, you have a potential. You have the potential to become the next star and be making that type of money. It's the same thing as being a number. What's the whole point of being number one? Hold on. What's the whole point of being number one draft pick then?
No.
Don't they get the most money?
Because the thing is, in boxing,
don't they get the most money though?
If you get a label, it ruins you. If you're too good, it ruins you.
No.
If you're too good, it ruins you. It doesn't? No. It doesn't? Are you sure?
Yeah. How would it ruin you?
You know the term boogeyman.
Well, yeah, okay. Yeah, you right about that. But what I'm saying is though, you still have if you're guided in the right way, your ass can be your star. And you can get that paid.
If they
just like you going playing good high school, college, and all that, and you want to be number one draft pick. You know what I'm saying?
Like I said, that's only if they want to put something behind you. If they don't want to put nothing behind you, if you don't have the appeal to the higher ups, which are the Bob Arums and the Al Heyman, it doesn't matter how many wins you have. If they don't see you as marketable, they're not going to push you.
Football the same fucking way.
No, it's not. You could be look. Okay, I can use my quarterback for an example, right?
Oh my God.
I can use my quarterback for example. Nobody in Kansas City wanted him. He sat out his first year. Everybody said that we were going to go 0-16 under this guy.
Mm-hmm.
His first year starter.
Mm-hmm.
But the front office decided to put some backing behind him and get him in a position to where he could succeed, which leads to success.
Same
boxing
thing.
is not like that. And now
boxing give you a machine, goddamn me, and they start pumping. For instance, Ryan Garcia hasn't even been in a championship bout. Everybody knows who the boy is. You know why?
They know who he is because he's an epic fucking failure.
He has a no. He's known he has a machine.
Ryan Garcia
you can't be epic failure in the Gatorade commercial, my friend.
In the grand scheme of things, you can't have it both ways.
I'm not.
Can't have it both
I'm telling you,
ways,
if you put yourself
Ryan
in the
Garcia
right position,
is a failure. He's a failure.
Look,
he's a failure.
That's not the point. The point is, if you have a machine behind you,
he has a machine behind him, and he's still a failure.
And that dude making all fucking money.
Yeah, he's making money, but is he fighting?
That's my point.
But is he fighting?
Yeah, he fight actually this weekend. Make sure y'all tune in over on GMT Boxing. But at the end of the day, the point is
Ryan Garcia is fighting this.
Nobody has that type of machine behind them, bro. You look at this, the type of money that Ryan is making, you got Tank got to fight on pay-per-view to get that type of money.
Those are endorsements. That counts outside of the sport.
That's because of a machine that's pumping him up. You saying it like, everybody can just get endorsements. Name another boxer that got them endorsements.
In the sport, what is he doing in the sport?
He fighting this Saturday, fighting Fortuna, which is a damn good fight. Fortuna, which is a damn good fight, which should have took place before his mental. They were supposed to fight before his mental.
That is not a good
breakdown. Fight. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it is. It is. Yes, it is, because he's not gonna be able to keep that chin in the air like that. He's just not. And because Fortuna's gonna come forward on his motherfucking ass. Fortuna got some heavy hands, so I think it should make for, unless Ryan start laying them hands. If he wake up like how old boy did him when he got hit in the gut like that, then maybe we gonna have an even fight. But I got Ryan winning either way. But at the end of the day, there's a machine behind Ryan, and they're not gonna stop pumping Ryan.
Bro, look, I'm gonna tell you something. It's more money. These younger crops of guys are making more money not to fight than they are to fight.
How? Who?
They are.
Who?
They're literally making more money not to fight than they are making money to fight.
You hear that owl on my shoulder? Who?
For certain cases, let's see. Tank. Ryan.
No, Tank making all that money off, like I just said. Ryan making money not doing shit. Tank got to make his money off pay-per-views.
Against subpar opponents.
Exactly.
So he
Ryan making money sitting still. Tank got to basically fight. If you got the right machine behind you can get that money.
He ain't fighting nobody.
But that's my point though. Like you just said, if your upstairs didn't have no faith in your boy, he wouldn't be shit.
If you are nowhere near in an advantageous situation, yes, you could say that. I mean, hell, he might just be that good. Okay, cool. But let me see you against somebody elite. Look, honest to God, until any of these brothers get into the ring with somebody elite, I don't care.
I don't. You just stepped in the realm of a casual.
No, that's not being a casual.
Yeah. What you mean? No. You're saying that you're not willing to see a young fighter grow into where he needs to be. You just fuck it. I'll wait till he graduates out of that, and when he fight a name that I've heard of, that's when I'll watch him.
No, I'm not saying a name that I've heard of. I'm talking about a name that has elite, where I know for without a shadow of a doubt, I'm going to see elite skills. I'm going to see elite attributes. And what I'm saying is, until I see it, it's not so much of anything to where I'm just upset. It's just I'm not going to sit up and watch a fight with a Gervonta Davis when I know the outcome. I'm not about to sit up and watch a fight with a Ryan Garcia.
Oh shit, what's up, Kai T? I ain't seen you in a minute.
It's just basically like a mini protest. That's what I'm gonna call it. A mini fucking protest.
I guess.
Because I'm tired of this shit. I am.
I don't see it like that. I don't see it like that. Like Isaac Isak had everybody on the edge of their fucking chairs thinking that boy would almost won that fight.
Isak. And what is
Isaac Isak? It's spelled the same way.
It's Isak.
I know it's Isak.
But what has he done since then?
Who? Isak?
And let's put it out there. Was Tank injured? Yes or no?
Yeah, he hurt his hand during the fight. We're not born before the fight. And I'm gonna say this, and I don't care who. You know what? I'm gonna stop saying I don't care because I want to encourage you to. If anybody has a problem with what I got to say, please get on here because I would love to talk boxing with somebody. Goddamn me! Because at the end of the day, goddamn me, Isak was getting in that boy ass before he hurt his hand.
Yeah, so was
I'm
Rolling
tired
Romero.
of his hand was fucking broke.
So was Rolling Romero.
He didn't break
Rolling
it to
was
6th
too.
or 7th round. He didn't get it to the 6th, 7th round. So give Isak Cruz his fight. If that man can give Isak Cruz his props, everybody else should be able to give Isak Cruz his props.
No, okay. So was Rolly. So does that mean that
Yeah,
Tank is
some
an
people had
elite
Rolly winning that motherfucker, boy.
So is Tank an elite fighter?
I won't say he's an elite fighter yet, no.
Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes or no?
No, I said no. I said I wouldn't call him that.
I just need a yes or no, sir. I don't need any of the other.
What do you mean? I just said no, I wouldn't call him that.
No, you adding to it. You ain't gotta add.
What you mean I'm adding to what?
You adding to it. Well, I wouldn't say that or this and this. Yes or no?
No is in front of it. No, I would not say that. That's a sentence.
No. Period.
What you said.
No.
Anyway.
Tank is not elite.
He's not an elite fighter. He's not an elite fighter until he take on his
If you're not
peers.
elite, you're either really good or you're subpar.
No.
Which one is he?
No, he's a good fighter.
He's a good fighter.
Yeah.
So he's not a really good fighter. So he's what
no,
I've been
that wasn't
saying.
an option. See this nigga, this that Kansas City bullshit. Let me tell you something. See how he just slid that little extra tier in there? He didn't even say that. You said either he's a good fighter or a subpar fighter. Now you want me to go by your words. So I was going by your words. And then he tried to slick in that bullshit. Oh, so he's not a really good fighter. You didn't say that.
I mean, well,
if that was one of them, he's a really good
let's
fighter.
Break it down.
He's a really good fighter.
There's elite, there's very good, there's good, and then there's subpar.
He's very good.
He's very good.
He's very good until he get that name. He dominate. Then I call him elite. But he, as of right now, he's very good. He's in the top 5.
So when is he going to get that name?
Come on, bro. You already know who holding that shit. We been lying to because I don't know if he would let Mayweather tell him shit. That's Mayweather's boxer. So from him, he's saying otherwise. I don't know, but I will say this: he's in the top 5. If not top 3 of his class. That's why I said these guys need to mix it up. You really ain't can't get those type of elite props until you fight your class. When your class simmer down and you find out your top 5 in your class, and until you get to running through them, that's when I tend not to put the elite status on you. You know what I'm saying?
He's going to do
he's
that.
very good. He's very fucking good.
He's very good. Very good.
Yeah.
B plus.
Tank's very
B
good.
plus. A B plus.
I give him a B plus because he hasn't. You know what I'm saying? I expect him to beat a Eastside Cruz, a Rolly, or even some other cats they may put in there with him. You know what I'm saying?
Cherry picking.
Whatever.
Cherry picking.
Well, it's not cherry picking because you got to think all the people in his class right now, they're either already ranked in fights, or they need to move up, or they just in position to get that type of fight. So once they get up, once they, like I say, that's why you gotta wait till they start fizzling down. It's like, for instance, I'm gonna give you a perfect example. Terrence was in 140, turning it up, right? Terrence was on his way up the ranks, but while Terrence was on the way up in the ranks, who was killing 140? The Green Eye Monster, motherfucking Danny Garcia. But by the time Terrence got recognized and was about to be in position, he went up in weight. You see what I'm saying? But see now you see how everything fizzled down now, where everybody body slow down, you eventually stop growing, and now y'all in range to be able to go up and down. with no problem until his class really does that. You know what I'm saying? And what's crazy, let me tell you something else that's crazy that's fucking with me too. The little guys seem like they slowing down faster than the Tanks and all, you know what I'm saying? To be a whatever. That's why Tank seemed like he finna end up the OG of Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson, Tiafimo, all them. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like they just gonna all blend together. You know what I mean? Instead of two separate classes.
I can't put Tank in any kind of elite category or special category until I see him in bouts against anybody that is in his class.
You're right.
I cannot, and I will not.
But he's very good, though.
He's very good.
I can't give him elite, though. I can't get just because of that. I can't, and that's no slight to him.
No, there's nothing wrong with him. Good.
He's very good. He just, like you say, he's B plus. But once he get now for his money and draws, yeah, A plus all day. And that, you know what I'm saying? Him and Ryan got that sold up.
Skilled fighter, his boxing IQ. See, but the thing is with this comment, but this is against lower tier fighters. These are against C plus fighters. Of course, you're going to look good. Green Bay is going to dominate all the time playing against Chicago because Chicago is a subpar team.
It wasn't like that all the time, though.
No, recently they've become a subpar team. I mean, New England is always going to look good against the Jets.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? It's just levels to it, always. And when you constantly fighting lower tier fighters, you're never. I can't give you the elite tag, bro. You a tank.
Big Chop, Unbiased Boxing. What's happening, Brody? Hey, you got a channel, Big Chop?
Who are the elite fighters right now? I would say Canelo is an elite fighter.
No, he talking about in that class, the class we talking about.
In that class, none of them. None of them. None of them are elite. None of them. They're all. Look, I've never seen so many guys with such beautiful skills. Like beautiful. Like I enjoy watching them, honestly. I really do. I enjoy watching.
Tank hater. I'm sure about that, bro. You a tank hater.
You call me a tank hater? Honestly, I don't care.
I'm just sure how he just led with that shit though. Like I'm just thinking, like, you know how people, bro, you a tank hater. Like he just blurred that shit out.
Hey, that's fine. That's fine.
No, man.
Hey, okay. I've never seen so many guys with so many gifts and great skill sets and things like this who don't want to challenge themselves.
Now, I won't say all of them ain't challenging themselves now.
Shakur is avoided by these guys.
Shakur challenging themselves. Hell, I gotta give respect to Devin Haney for taking that contract and going over there and do that. You gotta give him that. Wouldn't nobody else in their mama did that? That's called belief and going for your goal. I gotta give him that. You know what I'm saying? I gotta respect that. Now, for Ryan, I ain't seen. Ryan's the one out of everybody I have not seen enough of, bro. I'm gonna be real with you, Big Chop. Ryan's the one. Shit.
Okay.
I've seen more Instagram. You know what I'm saying? And that, I'm not. Right. I want to see Ryan do good too, though.
Look, Devin, it's time we got to start being honest. If you considering Devin Haney a blockbuster fighter because he beat Kambosos.
I didn't say it was a block. I didn't say. You said challenging themselves.
Challenging. What's challenging about fighting Kambosos?
You're eating your own words right now, fam.
How am I
You
eating my own
didn't
words?
say fighting somebody else. You said
But you
challenging
said,
yourself.
but okay, daring
That's
to be great.
challenging.
Okay,
Yeah,
it's
that's
cool to dare to
challenging
be great.
yourself.
That's fine. That's good. I get what you're saying.
Okay, so
But
that's what I was talking about. Dude, throughout history in boxing, your ass get cheated, you take your ass to a whole nother country. Then he signed a double contract, you know, and all that shit. Bruh, that's daring to be great. And he succeeded. I gotta give it to him, bro. When everybody was shitting on that man, even I was cracking jokes. You know what I'm saying? Dude. And everybody know before that, I still was one of the biggest Devin Haney fans. Y'all can go back all the way to before
I'm
this.
not even, look.
So what I'm saying is, daring to be great. I gotta give it to them two guys. Them two guys call out. Shakur call out. Hey, you fighting me? I want to fight, bro. Yo, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's do this. You know what I mean? But like at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Like I say, you still have to put yourself in position to be able to fight. Like I say, for me, when them guys fizzle down, that's when we gonna get them fights, bro.
My bad for calling you a hater. It's fine, but it's business. It's not the fighters. It's networks and promoters. Boxing
Agree.
Always been like that. See,
agree.
Which drives in my original point.
Mm-hmm.
Until Bob Arum is gone, until Al Heyman is gone, until these fighters are independent and able to sell their fights to networks the way that it should be, boxing is going to continue to be spoon-fed the way it is to people. It is.
I will say, I still say this year and last year was better than.
I say last year was better than this year.
You know, I mean, because we got a full year, but I still think great things is to come this year. I mean, it's getting better. It's just not getting better on the speed we want to get better. And like I say, for us, we can speculate all day with Shakur, the tanks, all of that. Till they start fizzling down, they stop growing. Because look, Shakur is right behind Devin, right? Mm-hmm. As soon as Shakur go up, watch Devin go to 140.
Yeah.
And that's not running. His body not gonna let him stay there, bro.
But did
you know
Shakur
what I'm saying?
also,
I'm not gonna fight you at disadvantage.
He could fight it for 140 if he wanted to.
What'd you say?
Shakur also said that he could fight at 140 if he wanted to.
Right. But see, right. So then that would be dope because see, I would now then if you catch Devin like, no, I'm going to 140. Then you could say he running. But most people that don't watch boxing wouldn't understand it. They'd be like, dang, why he go up? He running. No, his body not gonna let him. And I'm not gonna drain myself, be at a disadvantage fighting somebody I've been sparring with since 13 years old. I'm not doing that. And, we know each other. You know what I'm saying? So, like, and them two guys, you ain't gonna get no friendship fight. Both of them,
competitive.
You know what I'm saying? So, that's a fight I'm willing to wait for. I'm willing to wait for it. I won't let their bodies stop growing. They can go and do what they do. See, whoever got to come up.
Don't do that. It's because honest to God, let's be real. We're adults. We as adults know now. We never know what the hell is going to happen. We never know what the hell is going to happen.
No, I get that. But the sky's the limit with these guys, though.
Yeah, the sky's the limit. Like the sky was the limit for Earl Spence Jr. And what happened? Car accident, torn retina. I mean, things can happen.
That's true.
So why would I leverage my future on unknowns when I can focus on right now and get things done?
Bro, why was I about to say you better keep your ass in the house, but all of a sudden I saw Carlos Boozer trip over his bag. No. Like it just popped in my head. Remember that shit? Oh my God, dog. Oh my God. I'm sorry. I don't know why that popped up in my head like that. But you do got a point though. Because them two guys got the potential, whatever division they land in, they got the potential to lock that motherfucker down.
Like, what's actually stopping a Devin Haney versus Shakur Stevenson?
Nothing. They on the same fucking roster. Well, the only thing right now is Cambosis. It's Cambosis.
Okay. Even after that.
Oh, nothing. There would be nothing. But I do think that I'll be real with you. Good word is that he's going up. And then he turned around and said it today that he gonna mess around and go up after soon. He didn't say after this fight, but he said soon. I got word it's gonna be after this fight.
And this
fight, Conceição, and he out. You know what I'm saying?
Network or venue on money. So you're putting your hand. See, the problem with that is that you're putting your career in somebody else's hands. And when you're putting your career in somebody else's hands, they have control over your career. They can tell you who to fight, when to fight, and how to fight, basically. And I think that's an issue. I believe that boxers should be independent contractors. I really do. I think that
they should still. Well, I got that interview with Bob. If y'all check it out, Bob was all, I don't know. Bob was feeling good today because he was just telling some straight truth. And he don't, this one I learned, for real, these dudes just, you got to take everything a promoter say with a grain of salt. You know what I'm saying? But this particular day, I think he was telling the truth. He was like, I like the day when, he was like, I like the day when boxers come to me needing a fight and I sign you to one fight at a time. You know what I'm saying? It was less hassle. You can get the fight done within a week. You know what I'm saying? And all you're looking for is a venue after that. Now, you sign to promotion companies. I got to deal with the fighter, what he asking for, and what that promotional company asking for. And then I got to deal with the network. You get what I'm saying? And I thought that was hella interesting because he was talking about back in the day. He was like, that's how it was with Sugar Ray Leonard, everybody he dealt with. It was 1 or 2 fight deals, and that was it. Nobody owned nobody. You know what I'm saying? Nowadays, your ass is owned. I'm talking about contracts stating you can't even go fight on Mars without permission. That's crazy. Right. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? So, and it could be done, bro. Why you think Roy did it? Roy got about that shit. So I'm going independent.
Stop that fight because their brands ain't big enough for Devin to fight right now. See,
yeah, they're gonna build that up though. It's just the fact of start mentioning it, and they're mentioning it now because they asked Shakur. Well, Mayweather mentioned it. They already asked Shakur, and they already got around asking Devin. So believe me, this is gonna be some shit that's not gonna be start talking. They gonna be talking about this shit all the way next year. This is something they see this is a potential big thing. It'll end up happening.
Here's my thing. Are you a fighter or are you a mogul? Which one?
I'm gonna be real. You can't be both.
You can't be both.
You can't be both.
You can't be both. You can't be a fighter and a mogul. Pick a lane. If you want to be a mogul, then boxing is just fine. If you want to be a mogul, there's nothing wrong with boxing. If you want to be a boxer, then you should see the issues that is going on with both.
Big Chop said both.
You can't be both.
It's no way to balance that.
There's no way to balance that. And
unless you gonna like you got to build a team, a supreme team like Floyd did, where you could trust people to handle your shit while you're, you know what I'm saying.
But the thing about Floyd is that people are failing to realize that took time to build.
Right, exactly.
That took at least 26 wins to 30 wins before he transitioned between Pretty Boy to Money.
Right.
It took time.
No, you're right.
The stuff does not come overnight. And for the fighters that's trying to make it come overnight or within just a few years, it's being disrespectful to the sport, in my opinion, because you're cheating the sport. True enough, I'm all for people getting paid. I have nothing wrong with people getting paid. Get your money. But you can't have 1 foot in and 1 foot out.
Right.
And that's what I see a lot with a Ryan Garcia, honestly, a Devin Haney too, honestly.
I'm finna grab that shirt because I want to show them that shirt
A
too.
Tank, and all these other fighters. It's more so about the business side. And like I'm like I said, I don't have a problem with the business. I understand that there's a business. Yes, there's Floyd Mayweather changed the game. Floyd changed the game for the worse, in my opinion. Floyd, in my opinion, changed boxing for the worse. Because let's be honest, these are Floyd's babies. These are Floyd's babies. And one thing about children that I know, I have sons. One thing that I know about sons, they like to emulate their father. And that's what I see out of a lot of these young boxers, but they don't have the equity in the sport yet to even do that. They don't have the longevity that was required then. They don't have it now. They're hurt more than usual. They're always hurt. They're never fighting, and they're always complaining.
Well,
where the hell is my lighter?
Bottom line, promotion doesn't hurt the game. It's the people who are running the promotion. Seems like it's hurting the game. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But before we continue this, man, shout out to 11 that's up in this thing, man. Whether you over there on Slick 50 TV or if you over on GMT, man, I need everybody to sub up to GMT Boxing. We are currently at 424 subscribers, bro. Once we reach 1,000, we will be giving away that signed shirt. I need
Big
that to be moved. Hold on.
Because it leads to cherry picking.
Right here, as you can see, that's Sean Porter, Jamel Herring right there. We got Earl Spence on this thing, Terrence Crawford, Duke Reagan, Cambosis. See that? The GMT Boxing, Terrence Crawford. We got F.Ed Jogba. Where Earl Spence? Go Earl Spence. So yeah, I ain't gonna go through every signature on here, but we will be giving this away to a lucky subscriber. All you gotta do is come over and help us. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, bro. And we will be giving this shirt away at 1,000 subscribers. All right, man. But at the end of the day, man, this is a never-ending thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why you have fighters who wait out like Boots. People wonder who Boots with, who's Boots with, and then he went. Believe he went signed with Showtime instead of picking a PBC, instead of picking a You get what I'm saying? Picking someone. You feel me? Until they find a way, you know what I mean? It'll happen, but if not, this is the game, the vicious game that's gonna get played. How is having 1 foot in, 1 foot out? Why can't you have both feet in and both? Because, man, you got to be able to concentrate being a boxer and watch all your money, invest, all them things. What people don't understand is, man, Floyd built a team, bro. You know what I'm saying? Paying handsome dollars not to be robbed. You know what I'm saying? Things like that and learning. And then when his brand became big enough where all he had to do was fight once a year, yeah, you got time like that. But when your record is 15-0, you can't be doing that. You know what I'm saying? You can't be talking about, yeah, I'm the greatest, like Keyshawn. Keyshawn got a nice mouthpiece. Keyshawn gonna pan out to be great. You know what I'm saying? All that. But he's 5-0, I believe. He can't be like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, he do put his stuff out there, shot DB3. You know what I'm saying? Him and his brothers, they put their brand out there, but that's what they doing. They building their brand. And then when that brand matches up to their skills, then you gonna start seeing, you know what I mean? But until then, you just can't come out the woodwork like, yeah, I'm only fight once a year, dude. That's all I'm about to be doing. You know, you just can't do that, bro. It don't work. It don't work like that in real life. I'm gonna be real with you. Level Sports, what's happening, baby? I'm
and
gonna
it
be real with
leads
you.
to cherry picking.
That and it can lead right, and it could lead to cherry picking. And I'm gonna be real with you, like GMT boxing, right? I mean GMT sports over this way. You know what I'm saying? We try to get subscribers, this and that, and the third. But how would it sound like if I'm just on this motherfucker, like we just the dirt shit, and can't nobody touch la 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 la, just be like, motherfucker, like, who the fuck is you? And on top of that, I'm spitting all the wrong shit, don't know shit. You get what I'm saying? I can't do that. I can't be on here talking about, hell yeah, y'all know what it is. It's GMT boxing, nigga. Man, Mayweather was a shit, nigga. He the only nigga who was 101-0. Y'all be like, what the fuck you just say? Floyd was 101-0. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You gotta grow, you know what I'm saying? You gotta learn your shit, bro. You know what I'm saying?
And another
That's
thing,
Bruce promoter though, but he's not major. You understand what I'm saying? He didn't sign to a major. Big Chop. You gotta read between the lines. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
and also he been signed to Cameron Duncan, but they PBC couldn't get a deal done with him to get him on TV. Showtime went to him, was like, let's give you a 3-fight deal. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying, Big Chop. The link is at the top of the chat, bro.
Mm-hmm.
The link is at the top of the chat, Big Chop. But Tank Shakur, Devin said they all have teams. Yeah, bro, but I don't know. You're not understanding. I don't think you get where I'm coming from, bro.
Before we get into it, I want to ask, what do you think of this development with Kevin Durant?
He's a runner. He's a track star. You already know how I feel about that dude. They're going to end up keeping that cat.
Yeah.
They're going to end up keeping that cat because ain't nobody going to give them what they want. And they can do it.
Mm-hmm.
But then you shoot yourself in the foot when you flop your next season. Like, I ain't doing shit. I ain't doing a motherfucking thing. You feel me?
He's threatening to sit out.
Hey.
This upcoming season. But in my opinion, I think it's warranted. If he sits out, fine his ass the max every game that he sits out.
That was say, and he gonna get fined?
Yes, he's gonna get fined up until he says that he's injured. Yeah, basketball, it's headed in a bad direction. Honestly, it really is. When you can hold a team hostage and then bombard your way out. Now, I don't have a problem with player movement. I've never had a problem with that. I think that you should always be able to move around freely if you want to. But if you under contract, bruh, you under contract. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
You have to fulfill that obligation. But whatever. What's going on, y'all? Thank y'all for coming in.
What's good?
What's good? What's good with y'all? My big bros. Yeah, I just heard y'all. You know, I was listening into the boxing. You know, I'm taking a little hiatus from talking about boxing because I was discussing on another panel with some of my people that I'm just getting tired of talking about boxing because it's the same old shit. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm gonna just take this day off. And since y'all started talking about basketball, I was watching y'all talk about boxing. Yeah, I started talking about basketball.
That's what's up. Nah, man, we been mixing it up over here. What's up, Big Chop?
What's up? How y'all doing?
Nothing.
Oh man. But yeah, what is your opinion on the Kevin Durant thing?
For me, I think I don't know. I was disappointed because at first I thought that KD and Kyrie was going to stay because Kyrie opted in. You know, he tried to use the KD thing as leverage to like basically as a ransom for the Brooklyn Nets to give him what he want, but that didn't work out. He opted in, and I'm thinking, okay, we're gonna have another run with Ben Simmons, Kevin Durant, and Kyrie Irving. But I was watching this channel that was saying that, you know, even though Kyrie opted in, don't be optimistic. They're gonna request a trade, and I didn't believe him. I said, "You lying? Where's the source?" He couldn't show me the source, but lo and behold, it actually happened. They both requested a trade, and now it look like they leave him. But it's not a lot. It's not a lot that the Nets can get back for them, especially the places that they want to go. Kevin Durant named the Miami Heat and the Suns, but he said he will only go to Miami Heat if he's able to play with Bam, Kyle Lowry, and Jimmy Butler. But who are they going to give up for him? Then for the Suns said they're not going to do anything. No, the Nets said they're not interested in anything with the Suns if it doesn't start with Devin Booker. So they're in a lose-lose situation with Kevin Durant, and now I'm hearing that they might keep him. But with Kyrie Irving, he's trying to go over there to the Lakers. And at first it was they're going to trade Russell Westbrook for Kyrie Irving, which I don't know what they've been watching, but that's a steal right there. And Russell Westbrook's contract is huge right now. But I can see how it makes sense because Kyrie's contract, the 1 year that he opted in, is almost just as much as what Russell Westbrook is making. So they're trying to swap that. But I don't know. I really don't know. But what I'm going to say is KD, he's eager to win that ring. He's sweating right now because Steph and them just won a title without him. And I know he was loving that narrative that the Warriors needed him. And they didn't.
Yeah, they didn't.
What about you, Big Shot?
Well, I will. Hold on. Let me say this, though. I will say this, though, because Draymond said this. It's my last point. I'm done. I will say this. They needed him. They needed KD only to beat LeBron. That's what I was saying. That's my opinion. But go ahead.
I agree. What about you, Big Shot? What do you think?
I think KD's a coward.
KD's a coward?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
He ducking.
Oh.
He can't get it done by himself. Like, he want to keep jumping ship from team to team.
Do you think it was a mistake for Kevin Durant to leave Golden State?
Yes.
I do too, honestly. I honestly do too. What about you, Exclusive? You think it was a mistake for him to leave Golden State?
I think he shouldn't have been there in the first place. So I don't think it was a mistake. I think it's something he should have never done going to Golden State. And to him, he really was confused as to why people like turned on him, and he really probably believed that was something equivalent to what LeBron did, and it absolutely was not. And you know, it took him to come to the realization with the Draymond situation, how the organization handled his injury, and a buttload of other stuff as to why he would leave. It took Draymond convincing him because Draymond said, "We don't need you. We did it without you." And basically, he was like, "Damn, y'all just used me." It's like that. So he wanted to prove that he could do it on his own. You know, he had James Harden, Kyrie. You know, then it just became a big mess, bro, and it didn't work out for him, bro. It really didn't. You know, but you know, I don't really think they really had a real good chance to really, you know, play out the whole season, go and then transition to the playoffs. I don't really think they had that collectively with all the players being able to play a considerable amount of games together. He hadn't had that, you know, and it's no excuse. That's just fact, you know, and it's obviously no excuse what happened in that series against the Celtics. They should have won at least 1 or 2 games. That was just completely on them deciding that, oh, we're the coaches and we're going to decide how we run the offense instead of listening to their coach, Steve Nash, who I don't think would have made a difference anyway. But, you know, It is what it is.
You want to hear an interesting stat, Slick?
Yeah.
The Nets were the only team in this year's playoffs to get swept.
For real?
The only team to get swept. The only team. But if it's all right with you, Exclusive, let's go back to your original point. What do you believe is the current state of boxing?
Don't do it to me, man. I don't want to talk about boxing.
Right. I'm just saying, he just said he wasn't talking about boxing.
I answered though. I answer.
Okay.
The current state of boxing. I mean, that's a good ass question. I just think like boxing is. I'm gonna just put it as simple as it is what it is. Like when we get the fights that we really want, it's just so it's like wow, like it's like going to Disneyland. You know what I'm saying? Like damn, I really got this fight. Like this shit is happening. Like it'll be that moment when Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence happen, right? But it's like prolonging the fight. As much as I hate to say this, prolonging the fight, it only makes it that much better when you finally do get it. You know, but because if we was getting these fights, like all the fights that we did want, boxing would be, you know, I don't know how to say it. You know, it just makes it that much more intriguing when they prolong the fight or this going on, that
They
going on,
beef
then
it
we
up.
finally get it. Yeah, and then the fight is like, wow, like the shit finally happened. But I'm kind of mad it took so long, but I'm glad that it did because look at the hype around it now,
The
But
magnitude of it. Right.
right, but like with Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence, that shit right there, like I think they killed the momentum of that fight because they waited it out so goddamn long. This is 4 years in the making, bro. Like imagine with these guys right now, Ryan Garcia, Tank, all these guys that's supposed to mix it up at 135. I think it's probably going to be. I hope it's not going to be longer than what this Errol Spence Terrence Crawford. I hope it's not.
It
You
is.
know what I'm saying? And
It is.
Ryan Garcia, look, right now, Ryan Garcia has done nothing in the sport of boxing. He hasn't won a real world title yet, right? And him and Tank are a big fight. That shit is crazy to me.
That's
Ryan,
right.
he hasn't even accomplished nothing, and that's a big fight.
Right.
That make no sense. But I guess social media followers and endorsements or whatever got him there. What I'm gonna say is the state of boxing right now is it's not good, bro. It's not good.
All right, Big Chop. What about you, man?
I think it's in a good state.
Really?
I think it's in a great state. I mean, I don't know. I think we get caught up in like I feel as though boxing always been like this, and I feel like we just get caught up into like just not enjoying boxing as a whole. Like I think I try to enjoy boxing as a whole, no matter who's fighting, no matter who the name is, and not just get caught up in like the Bud and Crawford and Devin Haney versus Tank or Devin Haney versus Shakur or Shakur versus Tank. And I kind of feel like before, like we didn't care too much about all that.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah,
So like what I was saying, like you just watch it as a sport. You watch it as a whole because you like boxing. It's not always about
like
the top
YouTube
guys.
Boxing, that's kind of like YouTube boxing, like because it's like if that's all people talk about, like the names. That's kind of corny too, though. It's like, all right, then, say they just happen to fight each other, then what? Like everybody fight each other, then what?
Right.
Look,
that
I understand, but the thing about boxing, it falls victim to the notion of what next? What's next? What's next? What's next? We find ourselves constantly asking that question. After, like, honest to God, anybody, after Bud and Spence, do we actually have anything else to look forward to?
Well, that, for me, that right there is like, you know how you got the valedictorian, they get up there and speak and shit, and be like, we can do this, blah, 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 and then usher the next class in. That's how I feel like that fight is. And now it's time to worry about the younger cats that's coming up and all of that stuff. You know what I mean? Or whatever the case may be. Because, and I kind of agree with, I do agree, with Big Chop and E&I. If we did just get these fights off the bat, like back to back, it would kind of take some of the mystique away from boxing, so to speak, because it would kind of normalize boxing, because then there wouldn't be no real big fights for real, because we would just get the fights that we want, and it would be like another version of UFC, so to speak.
Fact.
But that's why UFC is winning.
Well, if you're looking at it as a popularity contest, maybe so, but like the uniqueness is what separates them. You get what I'm saying? Think about it. If they do it exactly the same model, and they both start making the same type of money, people gonna be like, which one you watching? The ones where they can use their feet, or the ones they only use their hands? Motherfucker ain't gonna call it boxing no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like, but like, I do agree that we should get some of these fights through the year. I just wish it was some sort of way of consistency. Like, for me, it's consistent because I watch the undercards. Like I said, I like seeing Frank Martin and Brandon Figueroa. I like what, you know what I'm saying? I pay attention to them fights just as much as I pay attention to that main event. You know what I mean? But for the masses, they don't do that. And I know they don't because when I'm on here 5 hours on Saturday, 3 to 5 hours Saturday, people peeking in, somebody has the main event started yet. They don't care to see the undercard. You know what I'm saying? Until that undercard person become a big name and that machine get behind them and then they get to pushing them. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So like, you know, but I do agree that it can have its downfalls. Just like he and I said, everybody talking about the same stuff. And you know, it does get a bit repetitive. That's why I wanted to talk about something a little, you know, in a different way. Like, is it the promoters? Is it the boxers? Is it, you know what I mean? Like, what is it that why it can't get consistent? Because I still think Polo, I mean, PBC had a good model in the beginning. And then that shit just fell off.
Well, that's probably something we'll never get an answer to.
For real. That was a good ass model.
Do y'all think it was a good idea for the Pittsburgh Steelers to change the name of Heinz Field? Like, when I think of Heinz Field, I think of, you know, Joey Porter, you know, all the great Steelers, Troy Polamalu, and all
Steel Curtain period. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think it was a good idea to change the name of Heinz Field?
I didn't know they changed. Who they changed it to?
Let's see. They changed it to some bullshit, I believe. At something Assure Stadium. What? I think that's dumb.
That's weird because that's like historic, and that's
going into this NFL season. Who's the favorites to y'all?
Oh man. Oh,
hey, look. I'm sorry, bro, but I'm an absolute novice when it comes to football, man.
Just say what you like.
I don't even watch, bro.
He said he don't watch it. Man, dog. We already know, bro. We already know.
It's business.
It's business.
Like either like the name that they changed it to, they paid more money than Heinz paid. Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah, they made more there. Just like the Staples Center. I don't think that was a good idea, but they paid more money.
Right, because that's history, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, because that's how I look at it. Like, that's a piece of history, that name. You know what I'm saying? All the great shit happened when it was that name. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like,
almost
damn.
as if you have to build new memories because it's a new name.
Different, right.
Like here, they changed it to Gaia at Arrowhead Stadium. It's not just Arrowhead Stadium.
No more. It's
like, and for me, it changes. It changes the dynamic of the stadium. It's still the same stadium.
It
still has Arrowhead in it, but it feels different now with a different name. And it just like when I hear Gaia at Arrowhead, I don't think of Lynn Dawson. I don't think of Willie Lanier. I don't think of Priest Holmes. I don't think of Joe Montana.
I would have said, where's that at?
Yeah.
Where is that at? Who playing that?
Yeah. Like it. I don't know. Like that bothers me. Oh. Albert Pujols is going to be in this year's home run derby.
For real?
What's the over/under, Slit?
He ain't getting shit. Old ass. Oh no, man. He gonna get some shit off, but Albert Pujols gonna get some shit off. You know
exclusive. You up on your baseball?
Hey, Big Chop. It's kind of hard to hear you because you got a lot of. I don't know if it's some feedback or what. Or you got some headphones in or something?
No.
Okay. Exclusive, you up on baseball, man?
Nah, I'm just a basketball boxing guy, man. I gotta catch up.
Okay, basketball. Let's go. Let's venture back to the NBA. Let's do it. What do you think the biggest free agency signing was so far this free agency?
Um, on the technicality, on the default, I would say Rudy Gobert, but that shit was stupid on behalf of that front office to go and pick him up, knowing that they already have Karl Anthony Towns, and
Right.
his game is ancient as hell, bro. So they in the playoffs, his ass gonna be sitting on that bench warming it up. So I
Right.
mean, that
They
shit
gave
didn't make
up
no
like
sense.
7 niggas for him, didn't they?
Yeah, bro, dumb shit. So
I was
I
like, and
don't
some
know.
picks. I was like,
That shit was stupid,
whoa.
dog.
He set the
That shit,
market in a very bad way.
yeah, that shit was foolish, bro. I don't know what they got going on, but I hope it work out for them. That's the biggest one so far, though.
Okay, here's my next question. When does loyalty become your fault? I say that because Damian Lillard, he just signed an extension with a team that is basically in a rebuild situation.
Right.
Should he have left or should he stick to his guns and be loyal?
I think he's giving his team an opportunity to make room for improvement as far as getting him other guys on the team. Because in the interview, he did say, as long as I'm given opportunities to compete, at a high level with whoever I'm around, then I'm willing to stay with the team. You know what I'm saying? So basically, saying it's up to the front office to get him help. You know what I'm saying? And he giving him 2 years to do that. And if not, that's when he is probably gonna say, all right, now it's time to pack it up because I did my part and the organization has failed me. You know?
I mean, okay,
But how many years this man have been there though?
Yeah,
yeah,
that's true. That's true.
yes,
That is true. But
that's my thing. After so long, an organization is what it is. It is what it is. Portland is not a free agency destination. It's really
no,
not. So why are you continuing to be loyal to an organization that has continuously put you behind the 8 ball? You a second round king. You basically are a second round king at this point.
right.
If that, when is it going to be on the organization for you to point the finger at them and be like, get me some damn help? Do something. Because right now they're in limbo. They're not bad enough to be higher in the draft, and they're not good enough to contend. Because look at it like this. Look at it like this in the Western Conference. No matter what you say, the Lakers are going to be there. No matter what you think, the Clippers are going to be there. Golden State is going to be there. Dallas is going to be there. Memphis is going to be there. Denver's going to be there. Hell, even Minnesota is going to be there. That's 7 teams right there. Utah is in limbo right now, so I'm not even counting them. So that's going to bring up Phoenix. Phoenix is still going to be in there. That's 8 teams.
It's a lot of good teams.
So you basically, by the process of elimination, have dwindled yourself down to the play-in tournament. And not to mention, New Orleans ain't no team to slouch at.
Nope.
So what is your window? What is your ceiling right now for the Portland Trailblazers?
Yeah, that's just tough. You know what I'm saying? He's a great talent, bro, but I just think he's fearful of catching the same flack LeBron did. Like, oh, why did you leave your team? Michael Jordan never left his team, but if we're being realistic, look at what Damian Lillard is going through, and a lot of people were saying he should leave. Everybody was saying that for LeBron, and when he did, it's like, oh, you left your team. Michael Jordan didn't leave his team. You know what I'm saying? But Michael Jordan, as much as we don't like to say it, and this is reality, he was in a really good situation, you know what I'm saying, that Scottie Pippen developed into the player that he was, and he was able to get the right people around him to make some shake. And that opportunity is not presented itself.
I wouldn't say that about. I think on the contrary, I don't think nobody would say that about Dame. Just put some fact how long this man stuck it out, bro. It ain't shit changing, bro.
Ain't shit changing.
It's like what Brian did. Brian playing that shit perfect, bro. You know what I'm saying? This different. It's different. Brian didn't stick that shot for the long haul and then was like, let me go ahead and go. You know what I'm saying?
If you think about it, he actually did, because that team ended up in the finals before he actually left. You know what I'm saying? And he had a lot of situations where he tried his best to will his team, and it wasn't enough. The last time one of his last games before he left Cleveland the first time was against the Celtics in that series, right?
Right.
And it didn't go his way. You know what I'm saying? He didn't have enough help. You could say, Gauskas was
right, but he got
player,
there though, right?
Yeah, he did get there.
That's the point. So you got there, but then you leave. And how many years was he on there before he left?
All right, so from 2003 to 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He was there for about 7 years.
So how many years is Lillard been there?
I think he was drafted in 2011, I think.
And how many times Lillard been to the championship?
He's been in the conference finals. That's the best he's been to. And he got
swept.
Yeah. That's crazy. That's a great stat. He's 0-12 against the Warriors in the playoffs, I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Look, put it like
people and he really like them series with KD. Okay, I'll scratch those. You know what I'm saying? And probably 2015 because they had a really good team. But that conference finals is no excuse for him getting swept there, because I think they was without KD.
Mm-hmm. And Steph for the first 3 games, and without Steph for the first 3 games.
Yeah, honestly, so no excuse.
And here's the thing about that series. Each one of the series that you can look at when it came to Golden State and Portland always had a double-digit lead going into the fourth quarter and lost by double digits.
Yep.
Damn.
So is that on? Now, here's the real quick. Is that on the organization or is that on the player?
Yeah, that's on him on that. Can't argue with that.
So I honestly got to way it feels to me now when we talk about Damian Lillard, he's a good complementary player. He needs somebody who's going to complement his skills. That's what he needs now. And I don't think he's ever going to
need that anyways, though.
He's not going to get that
by himself.
I think, truth be told, I don't think the best place for Damian Lillard to end up is New York. I don't think he should end up on the Knicks. I don't. Because he's just going to be repeating the cycle of what he just left from.
KD a complimentary player. He needs. You can say that about KD.
KD and Dame would be good. That would be good. That would be really good. But I don't think, like I said, Portland doesn't even have the requisite draft picks to even trade for Kevin Durant. They don't. They've leveraged their future on Damian Lillard as almost like an scapegoat, in my opinion. That's why I think if Damian Lillard wants to win, go to Milwaukee. Go to Milwaukee. To the Bucks. Damian Lillard to the Bucks. Yep. Damian Lillard to the Bucks, in my opinion, makes the most sense for him. What do you think, Slick? I mean, think about it.
Yeah.
And it takes a lot of that pressure off of him because he has somebody else who can perform.
Egos won't clash. I don't think the egos will clash neither.
And put it like this. One thing that you can't take from Damian Lillard is the fact that he is clutch. He is clutch. Add that with somebody who can be dominant.
Right.
Like a Giannis, you have a team right there. You have a championship, in my opinion. Philadelphia, no, because I'm so fucking tired of James Harden. James Harden has to be one of the most overrated players.
Man of the year, man. That dude don't belong on. The dude supposed to be on the bench.
James Harden is one of the most overrated players in NBA history.
Yeah, bro. It was cool
Or
when he was coming off the bench, but now, man, that shit is annoying.
or Dame to Toronto.
Oh,
Toronto could work.
I don't know, man. He's falling victim to that loyalty shit as well as Bradley Beal. Now his situation is even worse than Damian Lillard's, bro. I don't know what the
Where
fuck
is
he got
Bradley
going on.
now?
He's still with Washington.
Yeah, he's still Washington.
He signed an extension. What was it? A 5-year extension?
Yeah, bro. He's toast.
It's for the money. He probably like, I'm done with the ring and all that.
Yeah, another good free agent signing was Malcolm Brogdon to the Celtics. That was a good one.
They needed a point guard.
Yeah,
they needed
that's
a
true.
point guard.
I mean, you consider him a point guard. I think he's a shooting guard.
Well, when it comes, Malcolm Brogdon does know how to run an offense. When you compare him to a Marcus Smart, it's better. He's an upgrade from Marcus Smart because I think Marcus Smart is overrated as hell too.
Yeah, he is, bro. I don't know how he won Defensive Player of the Year, and his playmaking skills is his IQ. Period is just
low.
It's not. It's low, bro. It's real low, bro. He do a lot of dumb shit, man.
He does a lot of flopping and acting. That's what he
bullshit.
Does. And honest to God, he said that he could lock up anybody. And let's be honest. Steph made him look bad in this past final.
Yeah.
Made him look really bad.
And Jordan Poole made a crucial play on not a play, but he gave Marcus Smart a taste of his own medicine, and that was a crucial moment. And I think it was in Game 6. He gave him a taste of his own medicine.
Closeout game. Yep.
Yeah, that was crazy. I was like, wow, that's crazy.
But that's what happens when you rely on trickery.
Yeah,
I think,
man.
honest to God, I think James Harden and Marcus Smart are the same player. And I think Ben Simmons is about to be out of I think Ben Simmons is about to be out of the league. I think Ben Simmons is about to be out of the fucking league because what has he improved on?
Not much.
Nothing, bro.
Not much. I can't say we got to see it, but after coming off of this hiatus, and then he's scared to get back on the court. That doesn't sound too good as what we're going to expect from him this season, bro. And then KD and Kyrie might leave, bro. I don't know. Dude in trouble.
What about Miami? What are y'all honestly thoughts on Miami? Do they need a superstar?
Oh yeah, they need offense. They got the defense. That's one of the things that kept them in the series with the Celtics was the defense and Jimmy Butler's performances. You know, but they need offense, bro.
Who can go there though?
See
where they gonna mesh well. That's
a
lot of guys who got their eyes on the Heat, though.
The thing is, Jimmy gonna see if you soft or not. And if you soft, you're not gonna make it through that whole season with Jimmy.
No, Jimmy, that's what I'm saying. Who can mesh with him, man?
And that's why I don't think that Kevin Durant can even mesh with Jimmy Butler. Because Kevin Durant
got a relationship, but they never really played on a team as far as like
egos on
that's different. Yeah.
One thing that people got to stop doing, including the media, stop equating everything that goes on in Team USA to what's going on in the NFL. Just because you play on the same team in Team USA does not mean that, NBA, just because you play on Team USA does not mean that you're going to mesh well during a regular season. You are not.
Right.
Facts.
Kevin Durant is a little sensitive.
That's true.
Jimmy don't like that.
Nah, Jimmy wants you to go hard. All game, no crying. Fuck that. Play ball.
Like
KD gonna be in the ref face all the time. He gonna that old KD gone.
Yeah. What do you make of Zach LaVine re-signing with the Bulls?
For real? Boy, I don't know. I didn't even know that.
Yes. Zach LaVine re-signed with the Chicago Bulls. Matter of fact, he only talked to the Chicago Bulls.
Nobody else
Oh
wanted this
man,
motherfucker.
yeah, that could it could be that, or maybe he just liked the organization. I mean, maybe they say they're gonna make something shake, make him stay. I don't know. I don't know why he want to stay. He could have went to a majority of different places, but I guess he just liked the organization. That's all I can really say.
How much you take?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure, but I'm sure it was a substantial amount though. It was a big contract. But the Bulls, they started off so well last year, bro, and then
They offered him a
and
5-year max contract extension.
yeah, he ain't going nowhere, bro. He ain't going nowhere, bro.
They gave, like Jay Beats and Wave said, they gave him everything he wanted.
Yeah, it sounds like he want to stay, bro. Money talks, bro. Well,
It's a
y'all think?
5-year extension of $215 million.
Well,
Oh yeah,
with
Yep.
he ain't getting no
$78
ring.
million guaranteed.
He ain't getting no ring. He finna get hurt and sit out the season.
next year looking real. If everybody stays healthy for a considerable amount of games, next season gonna be real tough, bro. A lot of parity. I really ain't. I'm really not sure who gonna win the title next year if everybody stay healthy for the long haul.
Have
Which
you
is
been?
not, probable, but
Has anybody been paying attention to Summer League?
oh nah, my guys in the chat be hyping. I don't really hype that shit up, man. I think Chet Holmgren gonna be he's a hype job, bro.
Yes,
That's what I
he is.
think, bro. He's a
Yes.
hype job, bro. And he
Oklahoma
talking
City
a lot of shit.
ain't gonna do shit. Oklahoma City Thunder ain't gonna do shit.
Not now. Not now.
My
Not now. They got a lot of first round picks for whew, not now, but they will be. I'm sure of it.
but when it comes to the first round pick, if you miss, was that actually a good first round pick?
But they got. I'm saying, like, especially from the last couple years, they've been getting lottery picks. So I mean, maybe that's apart from their luck, but they really been getting a lot of talent.
Okay,
And
Slick.
they still got more to get.
Yeah.
Do you think it was a good idea for the Minnesota Timberwolves to trade Patrick Beverly?
Yeah, he was part of that trade, wasn't he? All them niggas. Hell no. Hell no.
That was not a good trade because he's the one who brought that dog out of Cat.
Right.
He's the one who did that.
Dog got a cat.
Hey,
man, Cat's off his baby shit, man. When Jordan walked up on him, bro. Jordan walked right up to him and said, "F you, nigga." Because Jordan was mad that he had beat him in a game or something. He beat his team in a game or whatever. Man, Cat is not that dude, bro.
Do you think it should be all right for ex-NBA players to become referees?
Yes.
Oh, hell no. Hell no.
You see Richard Jefferson? You see Richard?
Fuck that. That dude go fuck somebody game, man. You better not talk no shit about that man. Career boy, he go have you fucked up the whole night.
That's why I think it's okay. Put some of these youngins in their place.
I can't. Fuck that. I think that's just all bad.
No.
Oh my God! Whatever.
Can you imagine LeBron, the ref? Remember you said I want the GOAT? Yep. Watch this shit. You ain't gonna be the GOAT neither.
Check.
That's some shit, boy.
Everybody getting a check. Don't let me be a ref. I'm calling everything a foul. Everything is a foul for me now.
I said, damn.
Oh my God, bruh. Other than that, ain't too much else going on in sports.
Nah,
for real, that's true, bro. That's true, bro.
I ain't lying, but we can jump off here, man. Hey, I want to thank everybody again for who had hit that subscribe button, bro. That was huge, though. That was huge. It was a big jump. And Make sure y'all hit it on the way out. All the new people who watching. Rewatch will be on GMT Boxing tomorrow. Hit that like button on your way out. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. Help us grow, man. We up out of here, man. Shout out to E&I, man. Make sure y'all go subscribe to Exclusive News Insider, man. All right?
Absolutely.
I'm out.
All right.
Right on, y'all. Where'd he go? Where is it at? Where is it at? Oh, there it is. All right. Now I can say deuces. Deuces, niggas.